Hello everybody, hope you're doing marvelously well. As ever, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, go to Produce Like a Pro, sign up for the email list, get a whole bunch of free information. Okay, some very, very good friends of ours are Lewitt microphones. Over the last 3 years of doing this channel, they've given us many microphones to try out. I originally approached them because I purchased some LCT 550s about 4 or 5, maybe even longer, about 5 years ago now. I wanted to get a matched pair of microphones, but I frankly didn't want to spend $1,500 a mic to do that. And a friend of mine had a pair of LCT 550s and recommended them. Anyway, to cut this very long story down, they've now introduced a new mic a couple of months ago called this, an LCT 441 Flex. So I am going to write a song on the spot like I normally do and record it. I think using just this mic. I think we'll do something, I'll do some live drums, bass guitar, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, and I'll sing. Maybe I'll even play some piano badly. And we'll use just one mic. What is interesting about this? Well, first of all, let's open it up. Lovely. Okay, so comes with the usual bag. Right, what? Oh, nice shock mount. Very nice shock mount. I have been seeing this online. In fact, I'll pick up my computer at a really, really good, oh wow, at a really, really good price. So look, pop screen, which is good. We'll put that on for me singing. Really, really nice cage there. I like that. I've been seeing this mic online for $400, $399.99, which is remarkably good. It's sturdy. I like the fact that it comes with the front on there, because a lot of the times the logo is considered to be the front. So, hey, I'll take anything to help me out so I don't mess up. Now this has an infinite supply of polar patterns. It's got omni, narrowing to cardioid, hypercardioid, and then a figure of 8. So it's got pretty much everything and probably a supercardioid in there. So what I'm going to do is when I do the vocals, I'll go to cardioid, probably keep it on, probably something like hyper on the acoustic. What I'll definitely do is go to an omni sound for the drums, and we'll see what that sounds like, because we're just going to use one mic, this one mic on everything. The reason why I'm not afraid to put this on my Marshall, we're going to stick it on a Marshall. We'll use a new guitar that I just got, which is very exciting. You'll see that. But the reason why I'm not afraid to put it on a Marshall is because it claims to have really, really high SPL. Like it can take a lot of oomph. I just went to their website, he says picking it up, and there's a lovely photo, dum-de-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, there, I don't know if you can see it, of it sitting in front of a Marshall cab. So we're going to do that. So it's going to get some good use. We're going to try it on lots and lots of different things. So I'm very excited. So bear with me while I write a quick blues ditty in about 20 minutes. I think we'll just start playing and writing and we'll see what happens. But I love just doing these and writing and recording a song in real time because it gives us an idea to show exactly how versatile a mic like this is. And for $400, I hope it's as good as I think it's going to be. Okay, so what I've got here is it's defaulted to cardioid. You know, on the 12th to 14th fret area, typical kind of large diaphragm. This is a 1-inch condenser mic. Sounds great. Okay, so I'm just reading the manual here, the manual, which is unusual for me. Being a dude, I never read manuals, but I'm doing it. So the key lock is interesting. So basically, once you get the polar pattern that you want, you hold it down for 2 seconds and it will lock it. And then you hold it down for 2 seconds, it will unlock it. There's a clip control. So if this little light here that's white goes red, it means it's clipping. Omni, wide cardioid, cardioid, supercardioid, figure of 8, reverse wide cardioid, reverse cardioid, reverse supercardioid. So frankly, I don't know what all that means without hearing it. I'm not as clever as all of you are. So Sounds like it's it's on the reverse now. I see. So this must be the reverse cardioid. See? I'm just messing around. Here's the figure of 8. Useful for when you have 2 singers and you want one on each side. Sometimes figure 8's really nice on a piano, put like this so the capsule's going left to right over the piano. All right, so here's back to the cardioid. To be honest, that sounds the best on the acoustic, so let's try that. So I have this set up pretty much looking at the whole kit. I'm going to bring it down slightly. This is the position we always use in mono. We found it to give the best representation of the drum kit. It's set to cardioid at the moment. Hey now. Sounds nice. Okay, but I did threaten I would try it in Omni, so let's see what it sounds like in Omni. I'm going all the way around in circles to come back to Omni. So this is Omni. I want to see if it picks up any room. This is fun. Now it's getting, I think, more of the rear. So that's the rear side. Here's the figure of 8, so it's going to be front and back. That's more focused to the front. So I think that's in a hyper or super cardioid. So let's try this. I'm an average drummer. At best, average might actually be an exaggeration. I'm a pretty awful drummer, but good enough, hopefully good enough for one microphone. Hey, so it's difficult to show you the camera angle, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to play the piano as badly as I do, and I'm going to just clip around and listen, see what I prefer the sound of. So as soon as I went to that figure of 8, it's got a little snappier. I mean, it's driving it hard, but I kind of like it. So we're in figure of 8. Are we? Yeah, we are. We're in figure of 8. Let's try it. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my, lyrical genius there. I really put my heart. No, I can't be serious about this. I couldn't think of anything cleverer than "Baby, don't go, baby, oh please don't go." It was a little simple blues ditty, but I had a lot of fun with it. This is a great mic. It sounds really good. It sounded warm enough. It didn't sound too brittle, which is usually what happens in this sort of $400 to $500 price range. It sounded, or it sounds, a lot more expensive than it is. It's also pretty darn substantial. This is very, very well made. I think a lot of us that like Lewitt a lot, and there's a lot of good people that are really into Lewitt, is because you do feel like you have an Austrian designed and made microphone. Now they do make these in China, but they send them all back and then of course they, test them all and only choose the best ones. It's not a generic capsule. It is a capsule that they designed themselves, which is not true of a lot of the cheaper mics. I know a lot of you know, as our friend Matt McGlynn tells us over at Roswell, who's another great guy, he always talks about a lot of those microphones use the same cheaper capsules. These don't. Lewitt make and design their own capsules. So that's pretty fantastic. I got to use it on about 2 or 3 different Polar patterns. We had the figure of 8 on the piano, which I thought was rather nice. It really brought out some of the snap, which I was a little surprised at, but it sort of brought out some of the brightness. That wasn't my sort of thinking, but I think there's a lot of ambience that it was getting from behind, which was really good. If I listen to the piano, it feels like it's got a little bit more reverb on it than it really does, which is nice, and that's a good thing with figure of 8s, it's picking up behind. I stayed on cardioid on the vocal, we stayed on cardioid actually on most situations. We did hear it on Omni on the drums, and I think that in a better live room, a room that has some ambience, I believe that Omni would have worked really, really well. But it's a fantastic mic, it's really well built, sounds fantastic, and at $399, I think it's incredibly well priced. And of course, as ever, you can win this microphone. If you look around here or somewhere, there'll be a way to enter this. Thank you ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a marvelous time recording and mixing.